Good morning, my dear students. Today I will explain the new chapter 4.5 Guptas. It's a very important chapter. Guptas is year 300 to 600 BCE. ಇವರ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ ಬಂದು 300ರಿಂದ 600. Guptas they are ruled in North India after the fall of Mauryan dynasty. There are many petty kingdoms were rise in North India. In that Guptas is the very important dynasty in North India. So Gupta's period is called Golden Age. Why the Gupta's period is called the Golden Age? What are the main reason? ಗುಪ್ತರ ಕಾಲವನ್ನು ಸುವರ್ಣ ಯುಗ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಯಾಕೆ? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ 10 marks question. Sources. So Gupta's period is called to the Golden Age because of Guptas were is a very famous there were a tremendous progress in the field of religion, literature, science, art and architecture. ಕಲೆ, ವಾಸ್ತುಶಿಲ್ಪ, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ, ಧರ್ಮ, ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪಾರವಾದ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೀಸನ್ ದ ಗುಪ್ತಾಸ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಏಜ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 2 marks question. Sources. What are the main sources for the study of Gupta's period? First one, Allahabad Pillar inscription. First one ಯಾವುದು? Allahabad Pillar inscription. Works of Kalidasa, Mudra Rakshasa and Devi Chandraguptam of Vishakadatta, Kavya Mimamsa of Rajashekara, and writing of Pahiyana and Insiang. Pahiyana, he wrote a very famous book, Gokoki. So, these are the very famous sources. These are the very important sources for the study of Gupta's period. So I know that Kalidasa, he was a very famous poet. He wrote so many books. He composed so many books. Shakuntala, Raghuvamsha, Meghaduta, Ritu Samhara. In that, it is the very famous poet who is Kalidasa. Next, political history. Who was the founder of Gupta period? 1 marks question. Sri Gupta, he was the founder of Gupta dynasty. ಗುಪ್ತರ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುಪ್ತಾ. After the Sri Gupta, his son Ghatotkacha Gupta came to the power, but we don't have any sources for the study of Ghatotkacha Gupta. Now his period is called Chandragupta Maurya. He was ruled after Ghatotkacha, his son Chandragupta first. After the Ghatotkacha, Chandragupta first. After the Ghatotkacha, Chandragupta first, he was ruled. ಘಟೋತ್ಕಚ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಚಂದ್ರಗುಪ್ತ, ಮೊದಲನೇ ಚಂದ್ರಗುಪ್ತ ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. ವೆನ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ರೂಲ್ಡ್ 320 to 325 CE. 320ರಿಂದ 320ವರೆಗೂ ಚಂದ್ರಗುಪ್ತ he was ruled a Gupta dynasty. He was a very important king. After he was made the capital Pataliputra. Gupta's capital city Pataliputra. So after ಪಾಟಲಿಪುತ್ರ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅವರ ಒಂದು ರಾಜಧಾನಿಯಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿ ಚಂದ್ರಗುಪ್ತ ಫಸ್ಟ್, he was after his son Samudragupta came to the power. The 5 marks question. Achievements of Samudragupta. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಚಂದ್ರಗುಪ್ತನ ಮಗ ಸಮುದ್ರಗುಪ್ತ. He was a very famous ruler, or the greatest ruler of Gupta dynasty. ಈಗ ನಾವು study the achievements of ಸಮುದ್ರಗುಪ್ತನ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಯೋಣ. Conquest. He Samudragupta's period 325 to 375. 35 to 375. ಸಮುದ್ರಗುಪ್ತ he was ruled minimum 40 years. ಆತ ಸುಮಾರು 40 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಆಳ್ವಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಸಮುದ್ರಗುಪ್ತಸ್ ಮೇನ್ ಆಂಬಿಷನ್ he was ruled and wanted to be a ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ or empire all over the ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಈತ ಇಂಡಿಯಾವನ್ನೇ ಗೆಲ್ಲಬೇಕೆಂಬ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇತ್ತು ಈತನಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಂಕರ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಆರ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ. ಈತ ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ ಇತ್ತು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ನೌ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ದ ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ಡೈನಾಸ್ಟಿ ಅಲೆಕ್ಸಾಂಡರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಏಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಲೆಕ್ಸಾಂಡರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಕಾಂಕರ್ಡ್ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. His ambition, but Samudragupta's ambition, he was conquered the whole India. Next, conquest, where we saw the achievements, how we got the sources means I told that Allahabad pillar inscription. Who was composed? 2 marks question. Who was composed the Allahabad pillar inscription means Harisena. He was a very famous poet in Samudragupta dynasty. Allahabad pillar inscription is composed by Harisena. ಹರಿಸೇನನು ಅಲಹಾಬಾದ್ ಪಿಲ್ಲರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ನ ಕೆತ್ತಿದ್ದು. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಮುದ್ರಗುಪ್ತ he was conquered so many dynasties and he was occupied the so many territories. So he was divided, his achievements or his conquest was divided into the 4 groups. ಈತನ ಒಂದು ಸೈನಿಕ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ 4 ಭಾಗಗಳಾಗಿ ವಿಭಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಅದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ is the 5 marks question. North Indian campaign, conquest of the forest kingdom, South Indian campaigns, conquest on the border states. ಅಂದರೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಭಾರತದ ಒಂದು ದಿಗ್ವಿಜಯ, ಗಡಿನಾಡಿನ ಪ್ರದೇಶವನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು, ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಭಾರತದ ದಿಗ್ವಿಜಯ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ಪ್ರದೇಶವನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ 4 ಭಾಗಗಳನ್ನಾಗಿ ವಿಭಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Now we go to explain the North Indian campaign. ಉತ್ತರ ಭಾರತದ ದಿಗ್ವಿಜಯನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಈತ ಮಾಡ್ದ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನಾರ್ತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಗ್ಯಾಂಜೆಟಿಕ್ plain are called Aryavartas. So Aryas were ruling that area, that land is called the Aryavartan land. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಯರು ವಾಸವಾಗಿದ್ದ ಆ ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆರ್ಯರ ಒಂದು ಭೂಮಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ he was Samudragupta occupied the northern portion. When Samudragupta he was defeated the 9 kingdoms or 9 kings. ಈತ ಸಮುದ್ರಗುಪ್ತ he was defeated the how many kings means 9 kings. ಸುಮಾರು 9 ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಸೋಲಿಸಿ he was occupied the northern portion. So who are there means first is the 2 marks question. Who are the 9 kings means Nandan, Balavarman, Chandravarman, Nagadatta, Nagasena, Ganapati Naga, Achyuta, Matila and Rudrasena. These are the very important kings who were defeated means Samudragupta. Next, conquest of forest kingdoms. Conquest of forest kingdoms. Forest kingdoms ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಕಾಡು ಪ್ರದೇಶ, ಅರಣ್ಯ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ವಶಪಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು. he was occupied the forest areas also. who are the forest areas means ಜಂಬಲ್ಪುರ, ರೇವ, ನಾಗ್ಪುರ and ಬಾಗೇಲ್ಖಂಡ. ಕಾಡು ಪ್ರದೇಶ, ಅರಣ್ಯ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ಸಹ ಈತ ವಶಪಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ. ಯಾವುದಿದು ಅರಣ್ಯ ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಅಂದರೆ ಜಂಬಲ್ಪುರ, ರೇವ, ನಾಗಪುರ and ಬಾಗೇಲ್ಖಂಡ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಸೌತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್, ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಭಾರತದ ಒಂದು ದಿಗ್ವಿಜಯದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ he was when he occupied the northern portion, after he was occupied the forest kingdom, after he came to turn his mind to occupy the southern part. So on that reason his army, whose army? Samudragupta's army was traveled by minimum, traveled about 3000 miles, ಸುಮಾರು 3000 ಮೈಲಿಗಳಷ್ಟು ಆತನ ಸೈನಿಕರು ಪ್ರಯಾಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಉತ್ತರ ಭಾರತದಿಂದ he came from North India to South India, ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರು. After when he came to the South India, he was occupied the so many dynasties. Minimum he was divided into the when he called to the Dharma Vijaya, adana enanta karitare andre they are called to the Dharma Vijaya. So he was defeated the 12 kings, sumaru 12 ರಾಜರುಗಳನ್ನ he was defeated. Who was defeated? Samudragupta. Who are there defeated by Samudragupta? ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಸೋತೋದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮಹೇಂದ್ರ ಆಫ್ ಕೋಸಲ, ಮಂತರಾಜ ಆಫ್ ಕೌರಾಲಲ, ಮಹೇಂದ್ರ ಆಫ್ ಪಿಸ್ತಪುರ, ವ್ಯಾಘ್ರಾಜ ಆಫ್ ಮಹಾಂಕಾಂತ, ಸ್ವಾಮಿದತ್ತ ಆಫ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೂರು, ವಿಷ್ಣುಗೋಪ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಚಿ, ನೀಲರಾಜ ಆಫ್ ಅವಮುಕ್ತ, ಕುಬೇರ ಆಫ್ ದೇವರಸ, ದಮನ ಆಫ್ ಅರಂಡಪಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಸ್ತಿನವರ್ಮನ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಂಗಿ, ಉಗ್ರಸೇನ ಆಫ್ ಪಲಕಾಡು, ಧನಂಜಯ ಆಫ್ Kustalapura. They are the very famous ruler were defeated by the Samudragupta. Next point, last point, conquest of the border areas. ಗಡಿನಾಡಿನ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Samudragupta, he was occupied the border areas like a Kamarupa in Assam, Samatata in Bengal, Kartinapura in Punjab, and Rohilkhanda. These are the border areas who were occupied, means Samudragupta. Next, after the conquest, he was performed the Ashwamedha Yagas, and he was performed the Ashwamedha sacrifices after the victory of his. ಆತ ಜಯವನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸಿದ ನಂತರ ಈತ he was performed to the ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಯಾಗ to commemorate of his, ತನ್ನ ದಿಗ್ವಿಜಯದ ನೆನಪಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ he was performed the ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಯಾಗಾಸ್. ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಯಾಗ ಅಂದರೆ ಕುದುರೆಯನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಬಿಡೋದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಸಹ he was performed, and also he got a title ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಪರಾಕ್ರಮ. Who got the title ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಪರಾಕ್ರಮ means ಸಮುದ್ರಗುಪ್ತ. ವೆನ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಕಾಂಕೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್, ಯಾವಾಗ ಆತ ಸಮುದ್ರಗುಪ್ತ ತನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಯುದ್ಧವನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸಿದ ನಂತರ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಯಾಗ, ಆ ಒಂದು ನೆನಪಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಯಾಗವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿ ಗಾಟ್ ದ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಪರಾಕ್ರಮ. ಸೊ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಡ್ ದ ಸಮ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. And then where to where his border was extended means he was extended from Kashmir in the north to Tamil Nadu in the south and Punjab in the west to Bengal in the east. These are the very important places who are extended, means Samudragupta extended their kingdom. After he got a title, very important title. One must question, who was a Kaviraja? He got another title, Kaviraja. Who was Kaviraja means Samudragupta. He got 2 titles, Kaviraja and Ashwamedha Parakrama. Thank you, my dear students.